New Kegel exercises 3 are exercises to strengthen the pelvic diaphragm or PC muscle while performing glute workout. The movement of counternutation is opposite to the movement of nutation. The forward tilt of the sacrum is called sacral nutation, and the backward tilt of the sacrum is called sacral counternutation. The inward tilt of the hip bone is called hip bone nutation, and the outward tilt of the hip bone is called hip bone counternutation. When the sacrum and both hip bones are nutated, the pelvis is nutated. During pelvic nutation, the diameter of the pelvic inlet decreases and the diameter of the pelvic outlet increases as the pelvis tilts forward. And when the sacrum and both hip bones are counternutated, the pelvis is counternutated. During pelvic counternutation, the diameter of the pelvic inlet increases and the diameter of the pelvic outlet decreases as the pelvis tilts backward. The gluteus medius muscle originates from the external surface of the upper ilium and inserts into the greater trochanter of the femur. It plays a role in hip bone counternutation. The gluteus maximus muscle originates from the posterior surface of the sacrum and external surface of the dorsal ilium, and inserts into the femur. It plays a role in sacral counternutation. You are viewing the pelvic outlet. When performing sacral counternutation exercise, narrow the pelvic outlet from the sacral apex toward the pubic symphysis. Many muscles are involved in sacral counternutation. Among them, the gluteus maximus muscles play a major role. You are viewing the pelvic outlet. When performing pelvic counternutation exercise, narrow the pelvic outlet from the sacral apex and both ischial tuberosities toward the pubic symphysis. Many muscles are involved in pelvic counternutation. Among them, the gluteus maximus and medius muscles play a major role. When doing new Kegel exercises 3, perform gluteus maximus breathing or the gluteus medius breathing. And when performing gluteal breathing, inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. First, I will explain the gluteus maximus breathing. When performing gluteus maximus breathing, imagine that 2 round balloons are placed, one in each gluteal region where the gluteus maximus muscle is located, and that their inflation inlets face the sacral apex. And then imagine that each round balloon is inflated backward and slightly outward with the breath inhaled toward the bilateral gluteus maximus muscles, passing through the pubic symphysis and the sacral apex. This time, I will explain the gluteus medius breathing. When performing gluteus medius breathing, imagine that two round balloons are placed, one in each gluteal region where the gluteus maximus and medius muscles are located, and that their inflation inlets face the sacral apex. And then imagine that each round balloon is inflated outward with the breath inhaled toward the bilateral gluteus medius muscles, passing through the pubic symphysis and the sacral apex. New Kegel exercises 3 can be done in the basic or wide stance. Basic stance. New Kegel exercises 3, an advanced form of New Kegel exercises 2, not only develop the gluteus maximus muscles, but also strengthen the PC muscle very effectively. And wide stance. New Kegel exercises 3, an advanced form of New Kegel exercises 1, not only develop the gluteus maximus and medius muscles, but also strengthen the pelvic diaphragm very effectively. New Kegel exercises 3 consist of 4 movements. Next, I will explain each move.